Frankenstein by Guillermo Del Toro. He's just an artist. Hello there, namaste. So Frankenstein, I checked it out. I gotta say, the film is slow, sir. If you're an impatient person, it probably isn't for you. Guillermo del Toro is always an artist, first and foremost. He's a great storyteller as well. I do have issues, like I do with most of his stories. I had issues with Pan's Labyrinth, his Pinocchio, well, I guess his Frankenstein. But in the end, that's just how I feel about it but it doesn't change the fact that it's a beautiful film. First off, the film starts off at the end of the movie where Frankenstein is hunting down his creator. That's where we start off. And then we have him telling his story about why he created Frankenstein, about or why he created the creature, about his abusive father, and why he did what he did. And the creature tells it to the captain of the ship, who is protecting his father, his creator. And immediately, it just like, I was just a little weirded out, because I'm just like, you guys just moments ago were trying to kill each other. Now you're like, I'm done. Second issue I had was the female, the love interest. First of all, she's introduced because she's marrying Victor Frankenstein's younger brother, William. And then Victor Frankenstein has a fascination towards her. She ends up kind of leading him on, only to be like, no, we're not meant to be together. I have chosen your brother. And then he creates the creature, and then she falls in love with the creature. It was just so weird. It just felt so uncomfortable. I'm just like, what the heck is going on here? It was just so strange. But then again, people do have different understandings of relationships. Like, you can tell Guillermo del Toro's relationship by just how Victor Frankenstein had his relationship with his mother. You could kind of see that in the way the creators, the artists put things in their stories. For me, I was just like, this is a little weird. I'm not a fan of this. But this film is really disappointing because it didn't stay in cinemas. It was in cinemas apparently for like a weekend before it was released on Netflix. I think it should have gone to theaters first. This is one of those films that would be amazing in cinemas, because the sets, the locations, everything is just so spectacular. The story behind a father who doesn't know how to understand his own child, the fact that he was treating his own creation the way his father treated him, as just a pawn piece to be used. He wanted something more from his child, but his child was unique and special. You gotta love all those little aspects there. I actually even enjoy the creature where he actually finds like a parental type figure, someone who takes the time to raise him, someone who takes the time to teach him things here and there. Not much, but just enough for him to understand more of the world. Like, I enjoy the film, but I honestly wish it probably would have been quicker if they didn't do the back and forth between, well, the present and then the past doing the storytelling. If they just started the film at the beginning without the narration, without him laying, so we didn't see where it all was at the very beginning. We know what's happening from the very beginning of the film. The issue with that is the film slows down, because you're just like, we already know where it's headed. As soon as it got to that point, finally, where everything was all caught up, the film ended like that. Immediately, it was done, because you've already known it. That was my issue with like the Bon Appetit, Your Majesty. We had 3 episodes of nonstop boredom because we already knew she was captured and enslaved by the king. So we were just waiting for that scene to happen. That's the problem when you start it off. Everything slows down because you already know in your head where things are headed. And the second part was, I feel Christoph Waltz meets the girl that Victor Frankenstein had a fascination for, who was marrying his brother. They could have removed her entirely. They should have spent more time with Christoph Waltz's character. I love him as an actor, and the fact that they couldn't have done more with him is rather disappointing. It's a massive letdown. I didn't know he was in this film. And then he shows up with gold-plated shoes, and I'm just like, okay. This is reminding me of Django Unchained. Absolutely, that's just reminding me of that vibe. Of course, he's the plantation owner in this one, it feels like. But I highly recommend this film. If you watch it, just know it's going to be slow, mainly because you know where it's headed. That's the only reason it feels slow. If you remove that aspect, the film would feel much quicker. Absolutely much quicker. Thank you all for watching. Definitely check this film out. Let me know down in the comment section below what you feel about it. Did you get weirded out by the female as well? Were you guys feeling like it was just a little too slow and you were wishing it was a little more fast paced? Were you guys confused at how it ended? I mean, let me know down below. Thank you all for watching. Talk to you next time. Toodles.
You guys got a video? It's so bad.
And don't forget to like and subscribe.
Wait like that.